More thing. No, I didn't budget.
You still have
Oh, okay. Mr. T said, as after I left the podium, about if the state had a problem with the satisfactory at the shelter, that they would have said something to her. Well, they did, and they made an appointment to speak with her on the phone, and they spoke with her on the phone. So, again, that was a misleading information to the public.
Thank you, Terry. Amy. We're on the list now, so we're off the list.
Oh, we're off the list?
We're off the list. Ames is always the first to raise his hand.
Okay, very good. So this afternoon,
Please speak into the mic.
okay, excuse me, this afternoon, I went to check the township website to reconfirm today's meeting.
I'm not picking you up.
Excuse me, it's not working right now?
He's got to really
Okay.
speak into the
I gotta really speak.
There you
So
go.
this
Stand up.
afternoon, I went to reconfirm tonight's meeting, and I looked where on the home page, on the left-hand side, in the lower left-hand corner, it's listed as, I think, community events. I did not see tonight's meeting there. So then I went to what they refer, believe it or not, it's called self-help. And it's listed there, it should be listed there under arts, entertainment, and events. And it wasn't there. So I've been told by Mr. Clay that actually I should be able to find it where it's listed in departments. So I'd like to make a suggestion that on the home page, on the menu section, that they just list as, I guess if you have boards and commissions, isn't there a lateral, just to have calendar? That would be really helpful, because it seems to me that that's one of the most common things that people look for are meetings, so, or events. So if there was a calendar that was right there on the menu, I'd like the town council to consider that.
I think it's a good idea. We have the yearly calendar, but obviously if there's changes and stuff like that, it's not updated.
So if it's updated, if it's on that menu, that it could be.
There's one that says upcoming meetings in the bottom left,
Right,
but it's not, our meeting tonight is not there.
it's not there.
Correct.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, but it's still tucked away, and I'm thinking at the top menu, it should be able to hit people in the face so they can really find a calendar. And there can also be the monthly calendar, subject to change. Some people will come back to look at it, and then of course it can be updated on a daily or weekly basis. That's the first thing. The second thing is, have you been kept in the loop on Dam Site 8? Do you know whether Rich Williams is aware of that?
That's the one in Veterans Park we talked about previously.
Veterans Park, right. Have you talked to Rich Williams about this?
He's well aware of it.
He's aware of it. Did you email him? Or?
I've spoken to him about it. He reported to me about the meetings because the requirement that we have to do some improvements there.
Would you consider sending him an email and copying town council on that so it doesn't get lost? Because sometimes.
Yeah, I think I already did and
Right.
put it in to notify the clerk of any upcoming events and the environmental commission. But I'll double check on that.
Great. And also Dam Site 21, I think that's going to become a hot issue. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Right.
Mike, on the website, at the last meeting, we had talked about an ordinance specifically for something like tonight, right? Where council needs to post, especially post on Facebook, an update. I think everybody got to the right place, everybody got the message, or at least most people did. I think you've given me a memo, I went back with an additional question, where are we on that?
I think I mentioned to you on the phone yesterday that outside counsel is helping, because there's no real statutory regulations regarding municipal websites. So I've had outside counsel looking into it for me, especially based on the questions that you posed. I hope to have the response by today, but they told me they wouldn't have it done for me until tomorrow afternoon, so I think I can already do it when I relay it to you.
Because this is a day where I think it would have been particularly important, right? And it goes again to all the transparency, is we should have been able to post on the town's Facebook page or the town's Twitter, hey, the meeting location has changed, and here's where the new meeting location is, and it's the same time. Instead, the only thing I saw from the town's Facebook and Twitter page today was a notice of a job fair in September. So nobody thought to let people know where tonight's meeting had been. So this is why it's so important. So if you can light a fire.
Oh, no, actually, I thought I was gonna have it, like I said, I thought I was gonna have it by today, but they sent me an email Monday saying they wouldn't be able to get it to me until tomorrow afternoon. So I figured I'll review it and then I'll communicate.
Can I ask you a minute, what is it that you're waiting for?
Research.
Research on what? What specifically are you looking for?
There's no statutory rules regarding maintenance of websites and who's entitled to do it and how you establish them. And there are different forms of government. Under our form of government, right now, as it stands, it appears that the administration is the only body that can actually create a township, official township website. But
So there may be no statutory requirement, but wouldn't common sense dictate that the public ought to be informed when the location of a council meeting is changed? Also, isn't it inaccurate to refer to this council as a department of the Hamilton Township government? We are not a department of the Hamilton Township government. If people or information from this body, it ought to be easier for them to find.
Mr. Ty, I understand what you're saying, but I can't give you a definitive ruling without getting some further information.
Well, it would require cooperation from the mayor and common sense action from the mayor in order for us to be able to provide the public with information that they need. So I understand that you're not in a position to force the mayor to do your job.
I just need to know if what I need to determine is if there is you have the right to just create, as a council, to create a council website.
Well, that's not the question. The question is whether the
The
council has
second
the
thing
equal,
is, yeah, post, yeah,
the
that's
equal opportunity
Yeah,
to.
that's the second part of what I guess. from the
We're not,
board.
I don't think anybody in council is asking to create a second web.
No, but the second, yeah, but the other part was.
The second
just
part.
To actually have control of the content, or at least some of the content.
Or at least have access to post, not necessarily delete what other people put in.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, have some content, yeah. But that's the second part of what I sent over to them.
So we have to waste time to try to figure out who has authority over what, when it really should be a team effort to put information that is important to taxpayers for them to know.
Is the mayor
Is this the nonsense we
so,
have to go through?
is the mayor so unwilling to cooperate with this council that she can't allow us to post important information for the public on the public website?
Seriously, answer that question, because that's really the question. I mean, we have to waste time, and the fact that the council meeting tonight wasn't even posted on the website, it wasn't even done on the township Facebook page. I mean, she doesn't care, that's why she doesn't want you to pretend or watch anything. That's ridiculous, Michael. Mike, I just wanted to remind you, you don't just work for one person, you also work for the council.
I'm well aware of that.
Can I go up? You guys got 3 minutes? Hey,
Sorry, Vinny.
Vinny Capitano.
We start your clock 3 minutes ago.
Just kidding, Vinny.
First thing I like to say is,
Can't hear you.
first thing I like to say is, I've been through 4 administrations. Here he goes. Here he goes.
He just got gavelled.
Okay? You're the best municipal attorney I've ever seen. You're the most honest. You're the most honest. Okay? You work with this council better than I see any attorney ever. You're very honest. Thank you. I got a couple of questions for you, Council President.
Yes.
You told the Hamilton Partnership in July that you were going to abolish the distance requirement from restaurants that serve liquor at the July council meeting. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Speak into the mic more, but I can't hear you back.
There was a measure prepared to be acted upon at the July council meeting before it was pulled. Was that correct? That was
Yes, sir.
the ordinance.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Can you pull the microphone in closer to you? They're having trouble hearing you.
Oh, my neck. You told the Hamilton Partnership that removing this requirement would be good for economic development in Hamilton and bring our community in line with other towns. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you now against your own economic development plan?
No, sir.
No? So then, it's just a matter until you want to try to pass this measure again?
No, sir.
Correct? No?
sir.
So the answer right there was no.
That's correct.
Okay, I wanted to ask you those questions.
I appreciate it.
All right? Another thing.
All right.
I'm trying to come up here, okay, and be as polite as I can. All right, but I don't take nothing from nobody. And that's the way I am. And I'm not gonna be coming into a council meeting and have somebody, okay, getting in my face or coming up to me, all right, and saying derogatory things to me. All right, and then when I come up here to speak, I gotta hear him with his remarks. All right? So I'm trying to be a little cool. And I think you as the council president better straighten him out. Because if I can be cool, then he can be cool. All right? Because if he continues, and if I start, too bad. And another thing,
And Vinny, we've given you a little extra time.
okay, one more little thing. When I was with Gilmore, they asked Gilmore many times to come to a council meeting, and he would never do it. Never. Because they know what they're in for if they come here. It's real easy to say, come here. And the way things are right now, see, if I was the mayor, I'd come here. Let me tell you something.
All right, okay.
Here he goes. So I just want to let you know something. Hardly any mayor, okay, would ever come before a council meeting. So you can ask that 1,000,000 times.
Thank you, Vinny. Bruce.
Excuse me?
Bruce Engel, 159 Appleby Drive. First, Mr. Kenny, thank you. The last time I was here, I asked for documents regarding the sewer department. He got them for me the next day. I certainly did appreciate getting them. What I received did leave, more questions than answers, I believe. I was fed tons of information from lots of other people, including Robbinsville. But just to, when you made a remark earlier about Mr. Mayor Freed paying for half the rate, he still would do that. I mean, I would assume he would.
And I didn't say half the rate, for each percentage is flow.
Half the rate study.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You mentioned, would he still do that?
I would jump if he was willing to pay half the rate.
Yeah, right. So he, just saying in his documents that I've obtained and emails that were exchanged, that he would certainly do that. I mean, I doubt he would go back on his word. But the rate study, are you for a rate study or against a rate study?
I don't know if it's necessary at this time. Obviously, if we get what we believe Robbinsville pays us, we're in great shape financially.
So So a question though for you, when you talk about the 15%, does that include that you're taking into calculation for Hamilton Townships, including the infrastructure? Because
It's 15% of the entire budget,
in the entire budget.
and he's 15% of the flow. Just like there's nobody in this room that uses the entire system.
But is it not true that Robbinsville pays for their own infrastructure? So if they pay for their own infrastructure, you really have to then take out the infrastructure cost of Hamilton and the infrastructure cost for Robbinsville, and then charge 15% of what it would be.
No, that's incorrect, because we have private communities, I think about 25 of them, that pay for their own infrastructure, including pump stations, and they still pay the full sewer rate. So it's no different for Robbinsville. I know that's what Mayor Freed wants to say, so he can continue to get, the only shit out. But
in those documents as well that I did read was, you guys did have an agreement. And then I don't know why the agreement then wasn't totally, stuck to, but in any of the scenarios, a lot of it's debatable. I read what you had in your opinion of how you viewed the overall contract, and if I look at it objectively, you can actually side on it. But the bigger problem is having a mayor who's going to walk in and say, how are we going to solve this and put this to rest and be done with it? And not have you or Mr. Ballant or the administration and a bunch of people having to answer for her. Where's her answers? Why does she not then address the public? Why is she not out here talking about it and her convictions? And before you say anything, I get it. Every time everybody always says, oh, she doesn't have to. Yes, she does. She does. I'm a taxpayer. I want to hear from her. I don't want to hear from you anymore. You just ran off a few minutes ago about a whole speech of all the plus things and the positive things. And that may be. But no offense, Dave, I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from the mayor.
The mayor was involved in those negotiations.
You would never know. Why doesn't she come out and talk about it?
She put statements out, and we put statements out.
No. Well, when will she, then can she hold a press conference and then I can confront her and ask her lots of questions?
I'll forget about confronting her.
Nobody comes to press conferences anymore.
I'll tell you what, why don't you have one and I'll attend it? Do I not deserve the right to?
You're not press.
Bruce, thank you.
Wow. Would that be that treatment?
Mr. Aubrey.
Can you hear me? 92 Marshall Avenue, got a couple things to say. First, just a report on the situation. All's quiet. It's been quiet. Thank you. Thank you, Councilman. It's been noticed in the neighborhood. People have said, wow, it's improved. It all comes down to quality of life issues that are really important to keep our eyes on. When they start getting out of control, the entire neighborhood can spiral. So thank you everyone for keeping alert. The neighbors feel positive. It's a good time. So thank you again on that. Just in the chorus of things that have been said tonight, again though, is things that I've said before, transparency. Other people have said it. Just open up the books. Open up, don't hide anything. It gets worse. Just open up and look for the clarity. And then the clarity of going back to some of the things I discovered while we were dealing with our issues in the neighborhood, clarity of the ordinances, and clarity left and right. Even the clarity tonight coming here, I checked the website earlier today to make sure where I knew where the meeting was, and ended up over Greenwood Avenue. Because I looked, and that's where it was, and I didn't see anything else. So again, it's a major effort, all hands on deck with this. Clarity, it's our township, it's our lives. We need to just take control of that and help each other out. So anyway, again, I just wanted to give a report on our neighborhood. It is, quality of life has gone up, and people have remarked about it, so thank you. And we'll keep vigilant, and the police have been contacting me, asking me questions and things like that, and I'm happy to report things are working. You know, we're not none of us in our neighborhood are nasty people. We just stood up for ourselves, and we would really hope that people in the neighborhood see what we were doing and just talk to people, be civil. And now this is one of the things that really needs to be addressed. If we need civility in meetings and discussions, and if not, in the neighborhoods, there needs to be some tools, ordinances, and things like that that can just stop at home so it doesn't get frustrating for all the neighbors and even the police who were involved. Until things started really getting focused, the police were at their wits' end too. Anyway, thank you. It's good news. I'll keep you posted on that, and I used to come to all the meetings frequently. I remember Dave, because he was on the council, and I'd sit back, and I intend to just be here and be part of the furniture. Thank you.
Drink coffee.